It's Sunday night.
Sunday. We're back with HBO. Also, if I have a weird lisp or anything, I have a weird... I bit my tongue real bad.
I bit my tongue.
And it really fucking hurts, and I feel like I'm talking strange, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, what happened last week? Last week was day 2.
Yep, day 2 Seattle. We had Jesse arriving. We had an encounter with the stalkers. We had an impassioned speech from Dina, solidifying her motives and why she wants to keep going forward, even though her ego is prego.
Nora. We met
Nora. Mm-hmm. And we had spores.
Yep, and we saw Leon. So I guess that very first scene between Hanrahan and Leon's mom, it must have been a flashback, but they didn't say how long ago it was.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was more descript of like how long ago that was, so that we knew it was a flashback. Because then we saw the team and they've been there a while. I hope that it wasn't like earlier today they went down and now they have fungus growing on their faces and they're embedded in the walls.
No, I feel like it was years ago, but I don't know. It's kind of weird that in the previous episode they did put a timeline on things, and then for this one they didn't. They must be being ambiguous on purpose. It's just weird that they set like a precedent of including the years and then they just stopped.
Yeah, I'm still curious about Hanrahan and what her part is in this story.
Yeah,
because she's a new addition.
Yeah,
and same thing with Gale back home, which I think we're gonna see a bit in this episode. In the
I imagine so.
flashbacks.
Yeah, I know we're still due one more episode with Catherine O'Hara, so I imagine this will be it.
Do you know Eugene's casting? Do you know who's playing Eugene?
It's Joe Pantoliano.
Oh yeah. I love this guy. He's in The Matrix.
Yeah,
he was great in that.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna be, I think we've talked about this before, but I wonder if he's gonna be the one that they meet at the end of the birthday gift. You know, like in the game.
Oh.
You know, in the game, they like come across the body of the guy who killed himself. But maybe instead they'll find him working on his weed farm or something.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how much it like jumps around in the time between the first season and second season.
Mm-hmm. Somebody left a comment about Dina and wondering why, because obviously in the game she's much more she's kind of like Ellie's moral compass. She tries to remind Ellie about what the actual goal is and pushes back against Ellie's more violent rhetoric. Whereas obviously in the show she has her own reasons for pursuing this vengeance. She's ride or die, let's go all in, and she's almost encouraging Ellie. And my theory about it is because the show like seems to be, I mean, obviously just by nature of it being a show, so much more about perspective. We're getting like all sides more than we even possibly could in the game because you're limited to one character's perspective, right. Whether it's Ellie's or Abby's. But I feel like the audience has a much more objective view of everything, and so I feel like the audience is filling that role. Like the audience probably knows that this revenge quest isn't gonna go well. We're Cassandra, right? Like in the game, the ones who are doomed to like foretell or know how things are gonna pan out, but helpless to do anything about it.
Yeah. We
don't really need a character in the show casting doubt on the mission because I feel like the audience is already doing that.
Yeah. Also, I've seen a lot of like discussion in like regards to like that speech and people saying that it's her convincing Ellie to keep going. I mean, like, I don't think that was her convincing Ellie to keep going. I think Ellie's going to keep going no matter what.
Yeah.
I think that was her saying the reason why she, now pregnant, is still dedicated to this mission. Because that's something that has to be addressed. In the game, she's sick, and so she stays back at the theater. And she kind of just gets left there for the rest of the game. But they obviously want to include Dina more as a character in the story and have her be a part of the story and be a part of the narrative and a more active character in this mission. So they need to address the fact that she knows she's pregnant and she has another life building inside her, and she is putting both herself and this child's life at risk. And why?
Yeah. Because she, at the end of the previous episode, she said, no, we're doing this together. But as you said, that needs elaboration.
And at the end, she said like, if you say go back to the theater, I'll go back. But if you say like keep me with you, the fault of losing the life will not be yours. I want to see this through with you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like something I observed with the Salt Lake crew, at least in the game. We haven't quite got there in the show yet, but most of the Salt Lake crew were on board with Abby's revenge. But then when she actually got it, they changed their minds, right? The actual impact of what she ended up doing was not what they expected.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't for her either. And I feel like for Dina, okay, yeah, she's on board now. And I think that's kind of why I was thinking, I know I messaged you earlier this week being like, what if Ellie doesn't go back to the theater after dealing with Nora? Like if she got the information about Abby's whereabouts, I was like, why would she go back to the theater knowing that the whole team is going to want to leave? You know, because if she goes back to the theater, she's gonna have to convince everybody to go after Abby, or she's gonna have to ditch them. So
I can offer a reason, take it from how the game goes, where she is fucked up after that incident.
Yeah.
After what she did, and she almost needs to reconnect, and she has that moment with Dina where she says, I'm scared I'm gonna lose you, because of how much of a monster I have to become in order to do this.
But is she still gonna have to express that to Dina with the way Dina has been written in the show? Like,
maybe, I don't know, but I think she might still need, like, after beating someone to death and torturing someone.
Yeah, she might still need a grounding moment with somebody. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, and it's also nighttime in the middle of nowhere. Like, she has to go somewhere. Because that's a big moment. There's like a lot of moments when it comes to like the violence that you as humans are able to enact, and when you realize what you're capable of. And I know she's killed, but like torture is it's a whole other bag. So I wouldn't be surprised if she has like a fucking holy shit moment. And it actually might help if she has Dina, because she might need someone to help reaffirm that what they're doing the right thing, because Dina won't have seen how rough and horrible that was. Yeah. I mean, the big obstacle with the theater is Jesse, so we don't know exactly how that's going to run out either.
Oh, and one thing I did want to address too is I've seen a lot of, not even just in my videos, but generally out there, and this is one criticism I'll kind of agree with, which is all the comments about Ellie's intelligence. There's quite a few, like, they make a few jokes and digs at her, and a lot of people are saying, oh, they've dumbed Ellie down, they've made her stupid. My annoyance is that sometimes the lines themselves they do kind of feel like comedic cheap giveaway. It's almost like they lean on Ellie's kind of brashness and impulsiveness for comedic moments sometimes, which is why I think it might feel like they're going on and on about it. I don't think any of the characters are saying she's stupid. I think they're saying they're calling her out on her characteristics, which is impulsive, acts on emotion, doesn't think things through.
Yeah.
And that checks out with everything we've seen from Ellie in the show and in the game.
Which is also different from playing the game, because when you're playing the game, you are Ellie.
Yeah.
So you are Ellie is as smart as you are and strategizes and thinks things through as much as you do. But if you look at like the actions of like the cinematics, Dina is the one that pieces together the radio stuff. She is the one that makes the map. She is the one that triangulates where things are. She is the one that figures it all out and gives Ellie a destination. So that isn't changed. It's not different. It is a different skill set that Dina has.
But then think about how Ellie responded when they went into that building full of stalkers, and she's like, okay, I've encountered one of these before. I observed their behavior. I think I can make a plan. And she thought on her feet and put Dina in that cage, which definitely saved her life.
Yeah. And Dina was like, I'm going to go scout ahead. And she's like, yeah, the one who can get infected is going to scout ahead. So,
yeah, because Dina was going into, I'm going to put myself at risk because that's what I do. I, don't care about my own safety. I'm going to put everyone else first because that's what Dina does.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ellie was like, hold your horses. I'm the one who's immune. So it's not like, and also Ellie got from, the entrance to the hospital to Nora somehow without being found. So like, she's not useless. She just has her own strengths. And like you said, it's not that different from the game. Dina was doing all the strategizing in the game too.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like one of the things that would be like one of the actions in the show that's the most kind of like dim would be the fact that when she was planning for the mission, she just packed guns, just shitloads of guns, to go by herself and no survival supplies or anything like that. And I think especially like with her time crossing the country with Joel, she would be prepared for a mission and know how to what you would want to have a bit more than that. But I think she also came at it from like, no one's gonna give me the supplies. Like I'm not gonna be able to get the supplies without getting caught. But I can get the guns and I can bust out of here. And I can figure out supplies on the road like I did with Joel.
Also, Joel might have been the one doing a lot of that, right?
True.
She was only 14. Like she wasn't going to be real. Like, and knowing Joel being Papa and wanting to care and protect. And she clearly doesn't have like that much experience actually being out and surviving on her own. Whereas Dina, who had to, from the age of 8 years old in the show, was on her own. And I thought it was very interesting when Ellie said, well, how did you get to Jackson? And Dina was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
because you're thinking, how the fuck does an 8-year-old girl get from Santa Fe to Jackson, Wyoming? But yeah, she clearly is more experienced. And again, a lack of experience doesn't mean a lack of intelligence. It just means a lack of experience.
Although what I would say, something I think the show could have done better in that last episode is what we were saying at the end of it anyway, was showing her moving through the hospital. Because showing her stalking, sneaking around patrols, like getting through, navigating, that would have shown her competency, like what she's really good at. We kind of just saw she's there. And so we didn't get to witness her being as strong and good in that. And so we would have seen her side of it, right? Because in the game, we know how great and what she brings to the table because we're kicking ass all the way through town as her.
Yeah.
So seeing her do that, even stealthily going through the hospital, taking out PSP girl if need be, it would, that would have, I think, shown where her strengths and her skills lie, but we kind of skipped over that. So that's something I think the show could have done better to illustrate how Dina and Ellie make a balanced team.
Yeah. And I also remembered that Dina had told her exactly where Nora was.
Yes.
That's how she found her. So,
but it still would have been cool for her to like see a hospital map, like see where the wing where Nora is, see where she was from there and figure out a path and a route and navigate through patrols to get there. I think that would have been cool to see. It might have just been way too much to film.
You bring up an interesting point that like they have to, in a way, like canonize Ellie's approach because obviously when you're playing the game it's going to be different depending who's playing.
Yeah, you can stealth through it or you can go guns a-blazing and put the whole hospital on alert. Yeah.
Well, that's why like I remember I had a conversation with somebody a long time ago, I think on TikTok, where I had said like, oh, the only kills in the game that are actually canon are the ones that you have to happen in order to advance the plot.
Yeah.
Right? Like Jordan,
the Salt Lake crew and the dog.
Yeah, the dog. There's like the one driver of the truck in the Hillcrest car chase that I found out the hard way during a permadeath run that you have to shoot.
No.
Or they will shoot you first.
No.
First and only time I tried permadeath.
That sucks.
I got to Hillcrest.
No.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
I said it'll be fine.
Is this Tommy and Joel?
No, you're not. I will.
Is this young Tommy and Joel?
You think it's Tommy and Joel?
Yeah.
How the hell did you figure that out so fast? Austin, Texas, 1983. I think you're right. What the fuck?
Because I'm a smart guy. Their dad was
a cop.
Jay Miller.
What happened? You know what happened.
Yeah, well, I want to hear it from you.
I was buying pot from this other kid. He tried to rip me off when we got into a fight.
That's what you're going with? Okay.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. I think Tommy was buying the drugs, not you. I think he happened to walk by, saw what was going on, and started punching.
Tommy didn't do it.
I talked to the kid you beat up, Joel. And the officers who got called to the scene. I'm not stupid. And if you and Tommy weren't my sons, you'd both be in juvie right now.
You're not gonna hurt him.
Cop who beats up his kids?
Did I ever tell you about that time I stole a candy bar? Grandpa found out, made me give it back, made me apologize to the cashier. And then we went home. Just before I got out of the car, man, it just broke my jaw. Oof. There was blood everywhere. Grandma thought I was dead. My mouth was wired shut for 2 months. Everybody knew why. It was humiliating.
You know what it feels like. Then why?
That's not why I'm telling you this. Okay, yeah, I've hit you. And I've hit Tommy.
But not that bad.
Never like that.
Oh, okay.
Not even close. I mean, maybe I go too far. I don't know. I don't know.
Should probably get that checked out.
But I'm doing a little better than my father did. And you know, when it's your turn, I hope you do a little better than me.
The watch. The watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Papa Miller. So I wonder if that was addressing his anxiety, his violent outbursts.
We'll see. Yeah, there's so many places they could go with that drop there. That's really interesting. Interesting insight into Joel.
There's two
there he is. Motherfucker.
I knew it.
You're so smart. You know them. You know what they're gonna fucking do.
Meanwhile, you're just like, is that Joel and Tommy? 0.2 seconds after they show up on screen.
Hey,
ooh, written by Neil and Hallie and Craig wrote it all together. And Neil directed it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Here he is, man of the hour.
Got something for me?
Lego.
I'll be fucked. My grandkids are gonna love these.
Oh.
I was a cop.
Oh.
Milwaukee PD. We can make what you want and have it to you by Friday.
No, I need it by tomorrow.
Vanilla or chocolate? Say vanilla, it's easier.
Vanilla.
Something for Ellie's birthday.
Yeah. Guitar.
Oh, maybe. Is that a bone? Oh, cause you make like parts for the guitar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that his dad's watch then?
No, it's the watch that Sarah gave him.
But she fixed it for him. He already had it.
Oh. Right. So maybe
it might be his dad's. Wait, did that just show him carving the moth onto it?
Yeah. He built her a guitar.
Oh.
He's a carpenter.
We knew that.
Yeah, but that's a very delicate craft.
What happened?
Oh, where'd you come from?
Painkiller, she's all right. Come on.
Oh, this is when she burned herself.
Tommy, what happened?
She was working KP and she burned her arm.
I was like, here we go, and then I fucking went.
What?
No one saw. I was on my own. I was all red and melting and gross.
Who let this happen?
What do you mean, let? Who saw this coming? I was eating my damn dinner.
It hurts.
Okay.
Ow.
Easy, baby girl.
All right.
I just really wanted to wear short sleeves again. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. Oh. Okay.
That's what she told Dina.
Mm-hmm. Not the head kisses.
Not the head kiss.
Uh-huh. How you doing over there, champ?
It's in a cake?
Happy 15th birthday, Eli.
She's still high?
Whoa, what's this?
Some folks call this a guitar. Borrowed one of your drawings for inspiration.
It's her drawing?
Took a bit of restoring. A real bone saddle here.
Oh, it's just restored.
Used a Dremel to carve the, well, it's a rotary drill. Or could be a saw, depending on the tip, but that's a pretty versatile tool.
She's like, shut up.
Anyway, I had promised I would teach you, so...
Let me hear something.
Oh.
What do you mean, play it?
Yeah.
And sing.
And sing?
No, I don't sing.
Come on, Joel.
It's my fucking birthday, man. What you got?
Whose birthday is it? You can't keep doing that. Are we gonna hear Petra sing?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. If I ever were to lose you, I should keep myself. Everything I found here, I'm not found by myself. Trying, sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore. I believe, and I believe 'cause I can see I was here today. Because of you and me.
Wow.
Whatever, Pedro.
Well, that didn't suck.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. Happy birthday, kiddo.
He's really trying to do better than what he had.
Is it a bow and arrow?
No.
Oh, God!
No.
Is it a dinosaur?
You're not gonna guess.
Is it a litter of kittens?
A lotter?
A lotter?
You mean a litter?
A litter of kittens? Really?
Really? And no.
Wow.
You know, Jesse was 16 when he started going on patrols.
You'll get on patrols eventually. Enjoy being a kid for now.
Oh, because childhood has been such a joy for me so far.
You're gonna need something called patience.
Jesse said he'd train me if you let him.
Is there something going on between you two?
Oh!
Excuse me?
You spent a lot of time together. Is it funny? I see the way you look at him. I got a keen eye for these sort of things.
I don't think you do.
Does anyone talk to you about the birds and the bees?
Oh, you mean dicks and vaginas?
Jesus.
I tell you what, I promise you I won't get pregnant if you let me train for patrols.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sweating.
That's very funny, though. He's like, I got an eye for these things.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Her reaction was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a dinosaur!
It is a dinosaur! Joel!
You like it? Likes it. Ellie.
I'm on a motherfucking dinosaur!
I'm on a motherfucking dinosaur!
Yeah, you are. Oh, that smile.
Joel, there's a museum!
Yeah, I know. If you don't fall off the goddamn T-Rex, I'll take you there.
Don't fall off the T-Rex. Don't get pregnant.
Can't do anything. Oh, the space exhibit.
How long have you known about this place?
Wow.
Well, then what the fuck?
Waiting for your birthday.
I was saving it for a special day.
Yeah.
You see? Patience.
Walk through the stars. My face fucking hurts. I'm smiling. Oh my god, look
I
at
fear
it.
this episode's gonna destroy me.
It looks, look at it.
Yeah.
Look, the moon is, it's all in the same, it's the exact same, everything is in the same spot.
It works.
Somebody must have greased it.
Wait, he came here and got it ready for her?
Yeah, he's known about this place for a while, he said.
Would you like to?
Like to what?
Go to space.
Wow.
Is it real?
It's real. Apollo 15, 1971.
He learned.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're going up to space.
You need a helmet.
You need a helmet.
He's such a dork.
That one. Gemini. What's it smell like in there? Like space and dust.
How's it smell in there?
Like space and dust.
Good.
They sat right here.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What's this?
This is something that took a mighty effort to find. Play it.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. Mission sequence start. 6, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
I do okay?
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
He took her to the moon. She branched on the moon. Look, he's crying.
He's crying.
Oh, enough.
We should do this more.
Yeah. In.
Uh-oh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Fireflies.
Subtle. Actually, I was expecting the spray paint.
1 year later.
Yeah, they're jumping birthdays.
Birthday to birthday?
Yeah. 15 to 16, now 17.
Interesting. Okay, so this is how they're gonna show the... See how she is with him on her 17th birthday. Oh.
Cat.
She's not alone.
Oh my god, are we getting Ellie and Cat?
We might.
Joel, what the fuck?
Exactly, what the fuck? I came home early to surprise you for your birthday. 17, by the way.
Well, I'm 19, so.
What is
Tattoo.
that? Oh, the tattoo.
It's not done yet. It's gonna look better.
Leave.
Right.
Awkward.
So all the teenage shit all at once. Drugs and tattoos and sex, experimenting with girls.
Oh.
It wasn't sex.
Experimenting.
And it wasn't a fucking experiment.
You don't know what you're saying.
Oh.
We'll discuss this later when you're yourself.
Hang on, I have to go pick up my jaw.
We saw how he was raised. Makes sense.
No, here's the thing, is this was in the game, it just, they never directly...
Never showed it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a reason why she didn't come out to him for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's moving.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Moving into the garage.
The hell you are, Ellie. Let go.
It's raining.
You may not like the rules, but this is my house.
No, it isn't. You don't own it. They gave it to you. I'm sorry, to us. You don't own anything.
Including me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry that I got a tattoo and smoked weed and fooled around with a girl. Except I'm not.
Maybe it's a good thing for you to have your own space. Just give me a few days and let me fix things up a little out there.
I'm trying to figure out who's that on the door. Is that,
I couldn't tell if it was Kurt Cobain or not.
Thanks.
Sure.
I thought it was Janis Joplin.
Can I see?
Oh, he's gonna notice it's the moth from her guitar.
Yeah, kind of good.
It's actually not bad. Better than the one I made on your guitar, anyway.
Well, her drawings on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Never did ask, what is it with the moths?
Dina.
Nothing. I just read about them in a book on dreams and stuff.
Yeah, like change and growing and such.
It's late.
Yeah. Well, good night.
Night.
It was his dad catching Tommy trying to buy pot.
Hmm.
You guys study dreams and stuff, right?
Is there a doctor's in sign on me like Lucy from fucking Peanuts? Yes, some doctors studied dreams. The dumb ones mostly.
So a moth. That probably means change and growth.
No, that would be a butterfly.
Oh. So what's a moth?
Death. If you believe in that shit.
Really? But they go towards the light.
God, I love her so much.
She's so good. Oh. That's what Marlene said to her.
Yeah. Okay.
2 years later. Okay.
19th birthday.
So we're caught up now. Well.
Okay, so I've been thinking about Salt Lake City. I just want to understand it. So I wrote down some questions. If the Fireflies spotted us a mile from the hospital, how did they get surprised by an entire group of raiders? If the raiders could kill all those soldiers, and Marlene, and you had to carry me the whole time, how did we get away? 3, if there are dozens of immune people, why hasn't anyone heard?
Ellie?
I'm coming.
I'm rehearsing.
I figured I'd be waking you up.
Nope. I had trouble sleeping.
Well, guess what? That works out great for your birthday present.
We're going on patrol.
19, and you've been patient. Your first patrol.
I'll grab my coat.
And the gun. Gotta start easy.
Huh. Great. Happy birthday to me. Oh, shit.
What?
There's a little squirrel fucking the big squirrel. Should probably report that.
What is this, Bloom and Rage?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the old days, just you and me on the trail. I know you got stuff going on, but it'd be nice if we could do this kind of thing more often.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's just you look...
No,
There's nothing on your mind?
No, nothing.
This is Jackson. Come in.
Go for Cache Creek.
Infected North Pinnacle. Eugene and Adam need backup. You're the closest we've got.
Go back to Jackson.
No.
Ellie, it's not safe. Go back.
I'm not your fucking kid, Joel. I'm your partner. We stick together.
Period. What in the twilight?
I know what you are.
Say it. Okay. Oh, be careful, please.
Canvas shoes.
Yeah, Converse. Oh my god, look at them.
Crazy.
Remember what I taught you?
I'm your back, you're mine.
Would have been cool to see her do that with Dina. Maybe we'll see her do it with Jesse.
Maybe they will, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Adam?
That's not a good sign.
No.
Oh. Is that a stalker?
Yeah, it looks like a stalker.
Ellie! You clean?
Nope.
Are there any more?
Joel.
Are there any more?
No.
Whoa.
Okay. Look, please, I figure I got about an hour. So this is what we do. We go back to the gate. They let Gail out, keeping her at a safe distance, of course, and I say goodbye.
We can't do that.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You're empty.
Oh. No, Joel, I gotta go back. I gotta see her. You don't understand.
I do. But we have rules, and it can't happen.
Wait, hold out your hand.
Let's see if he's shaking.
Hold out your hand. He has time. We tie him up and we bring him back. Joel, let him see his fucking wife. Please.
Get the horses, bring them down the trail. I'll start walking with him. We'll meet up with you. I promise.
She didn't trust him.
No, I wouldn't.
Which way?
Head right.
It's beautiful. Oh.
I need you to not turn around.
No. You can't do this to me. Joel.
Don't.
If you have last words for her, I'll pass them along.
Last words for her. No, I need her last words. For me. I'm dying. I'm terrified. I don't need a view.
I need my wife.
I need Gail. To see her face, please. Please let that be the last thing I see.
If you love someone, you can always see their face.
Don't.
I see her.
Why did he do that?
Because he's not going to risk his own.
Lied again.
I'm sorry.
Was he that big of a risk?
Joel's probably seen it happen before.
Not them dragging the body back.
I'm gonna radio ahead and let them know. When we get there, I'll tell Gail what she needs to know and nothing more. It's the right thing to do. Ellie. I had no choice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but if there's even the slightest possibility that guy's going to turn and bite him or rip Ellie apart or get inside, get to Tommy or Maria or any of them.
Oh, man.
He was bit when we found him. Well, he wanted to tell you that he loved you. And he wished he could say goodbye to you in person, but he didn't want to put you in danger. And he wasn't scared. He was brave, and he ended it himself.
That's not what happened. He begged to see you. He had time. Joe promised to take him to you. He promised us both. And then Joel shot him in the head.
Please. Get away from me, please.
You swore.
So is this how she figured it out? Because she just saw him lie again?
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is the night. Wait.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Oh, we're getting his perspective. Oh.
Yeah, he's falling apart. I'm gonna get him to bed.
You're gonna miss the countdown.
Nah, I'll come back after. Say goodnight to Uncle Grumpy.
Good night, Uncle Grumpy.
Nice, kiddo.
See you next year. See you next year.
Aw. Ooh, Joel and Maria.
Hmm.
Aw.
You okay? Probably came off as ungrateful.
No, it's okay.
Well, I am grateful. You mean a lot to us, to all of us, but especially to me and Tommy. What I'm trying to say is Uncle Grumpy is family. Family helps each other out if you need it.
Hey, it's a family event.
Sorry. Sorry.
At church.
What did you just say? No, Ellie. Hey, no.
You get the hell out of here.
She's gonna come back. Mug. I am the same one.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't want to ever hear about you taking me off patrol again.
Okay. So, Dina. Is she your girlfriend now?
No. No, she... It was just one kiss. Doesn't mean anything.
But you do like her?
So stupid.
Look, I don't know what Dina's intentions are, but, well, she'd be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole. You lied to me. You looked me in the eyes, and you lied. And it was the same face. The same fucking look that I think I knew already. I knew this whole time. So I'm gonna give you one last chance. Tell me what happened with the fireflies. If you lie to me again, we're done. Were there other immune people? Were there raiders? Could they have made a cure? And Marlene?
Making a cure would have killed you.
Then I was supposed to die. That was my purpose. My life would have fucking mattered, but you took that from me. You took it from everyone.
Yes. And I'll pay the price. Because you're gonna turn away from me. But if somehow I had a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Because you're selfish.
Because I love you. In a way you can't understand. Maybe you never will. But if that day should come, if you should ever have one of your own.
Oh, fuck.
Well then. I hope
Do better than me.
Yeah.
I don't think I can forgive you for this. But I would like to try.
Wow.
I was not expecting to see that scene today.
Me neither. I kind of had a My heart skipped a beat when I saw they were back at the dance, and I was like, oh, shit.
It's like she saw him do exactly the same thing to somebody else, and that's what like really made it click for her.
Yeah, I like that better than the going back and finding a tape recording all the way in Utah.
Yeah.
I think that's way more realistic to have him lie to her again. And it was already something that she was thinking about that day.
Yeah, she was already planning to confront him anyway, and then she just saw it happen. And it's interesting, like they very specifically, when the language, like when he said, "Oh, go get the horses," he said, "I promise."
Mm-hmm. And
but
she said, "Swear to me." She said,
"Yeah," and then she said, "You swore." So yeah, she was calling him out on something else. It wasn't about Eugene.
Yeah, but she pieced it together.
Yeah.
Wow.
That last scene, holy crap. As if that scene couldn't get any better.
Oh my god, Pedro's performance. Fucking give him an Emmy. Give him a fucking Emmy.
You know, it's really interesting, the whole generational, you know, each generation gets better at parenting.
Yeah.
And one thing that I noticed is at the very beginning of The Last of Us 1, when you're playing as Sarah, there's that birthday card that she wrote for him, and it says something like, you hate all the movies I like and the music I listen to, but you're still a great dad.
Mm.
And then now he's sorry.
He's actively like trying.
He's like learning about her interests and taking her to do things that she wants to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He's doing a little bit better than he did even with his own kid.
Yeah. And then that puts a lot of weight onto Ellie now that she's remembering that as she's going back to her pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah. That's why they've made this baby such a big part of Ellie's
yeah.
life, you know.
That's why in the game the baby is just sort of like the life with Dina, but it's like you never really think of it like how much that would mean to Ellie to raise a kid.
It seemed like in the game it just kind of fell into her lap, you know?
Mm-hmm. Not that she necessarily would have wanted it.
Yeah. Or she hadn't given much thought to it. That was...
I was wondering how that opening scene was going to come into it, and I was seeing it throughout the episode. Like, you saw it in Pedro's face.
Yeah.
Like, the moments he was like, oh, fuck.
I'm like my dad.
Yeah, and I've got to do better. You saw it. You saw it when he, like... They had that talk about her moving into the garage, and he closed the door, and he just sort of stood there for a bit. You saw it all in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Wow. Okay, so... I'm really glad that they did it that way. I am so interested to see how they finish off season 3 now.
I know.
Maybe you'll just be remembering that moment. Maybe... fuck.
The only thing that they haven't revealed at this point is Abby's whole side of the story with Lev, and like I'm like, what? Okay, what is this?
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're gonna carry on this theme, you know, of her with this, of Abby with Lev and the family and passing on. And this is absolute. I'm not saying this with any disrespect meant to Craig Mazin at all, because he was also credited as a writer on this episode. But you can really fucking tell when Neil and Hallie are in that room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can just tell. Oh my god. Okay. Hello? That scene where he caught her with Kat and then she tried to come out and he rejected her. Hello?
Yeah.
There's a reason why in that final conversation between them, that's like the first time they like actually talk about her sexuality. In the game, as far as we know, he wasn't really aware of her sexuality until the night of the dance, right?
Yeah.
They had that conversation where he teased her about Jesse.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, they had that moment earlier.
But there was never that in-between one.
Did she never tell him about Riley then?
Yeah, she told... like about having a crush on Riley?
Well, yeah, and then they kissed and...
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
And that scene with him and Maria?
Yeah.
So he and Maria were on good terms before he died. And that was the last time he saw Tommy, I guess. He said, see you next year.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. was the last time he saw him.
Yeah, because they didn't go out on patrol together.
Yeah.
That also, like, Joel and Dina going out on patrol and being like, so, last night.
I know. That was actually one of the things on my bingo card a while back was that we'd have like an awkward post-dance conversation between Joel and Dina. But didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it might have. We just might never have seen it. Or they might have just awkwardly both silently agreed not to talk about it.
Okay, so I get to cross off the birthday gift and Eugene. Oh, no, I don't, because I'd said that was going to be episode 3. But you know what? I'm going to cross it off anyway, because I guessed that they were going to put those things together.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellie's first kiss with Kat / potentially a tattoo session. You know what? I'm going to cross that off too. I feel like that counts.
Yeah. I mean, Kat giving her a tattoo.
Oh, I was wrong about this one. Joel kills Eugene to protect a secret. I got that one wrong.
Yeah, but it was involved. It was linked. That sucked. That fucking sucked.
Bro, the fact that he probably had 5 minutes of screen time maybe, and I was full on like ugly crying right before, like watching his face when he was trying to see Gale. Like, hello?
Yeah, I don't need to say something to her. I need her last words.
I need her last words.
Fuck.
And then he just takes off his glasses so that he can see her. Like,
yeah.
How do they do that? How do they give you this character for like such a short amount of time?
They've built him up. They've been dropping him in. He's been present.
Yeah.
In the series for so long. Like, you noticed when Jesse was like, yeah, this was Eugene's stash, and then it cut to Ellie's face and something flashed across her face. Like, he's always been there. And like with the therapy session with Gale, he's always been there.
Yeah.
And to know that it was like, yeah, we thought it was going to be something explicit, like he needed to keep him quiet about like his secret about the Fireflies, but the fact that it was something so heartless. I guess
was it
so
literally
pragmatic.
Was it literally just because of the risk he posed?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I mean, and I guess this is me not being a parent, but I don't understand. I don't get the need for that.
Well, I also think about Joel's life during the 20 years in between the start and where we meet up with him and all the stuff that he did with Tommy. He's probably seen this time and time again.
Yeah.
He's seen the, every iteration of like one person gets bit and then 5 people die. He's watched it happen over and over and over again, and he's had to watch people that he maybe had grown to care about die. He's probably had to be the one to put them down, and he just doesn't take those chances anymore. We keep forgetting about like Joel's 20 years of being a smuggler and a killer. He was not he did what he had to survive, and
he's kind of able to shut off that like empathetic part of him, I think.
Yes, he takes care of his own. And if there's anything even slightly a threat to his own, he will eliminate it. We saw it in the turn away the people coming in. There's no room for them. Turn them away. It's the same, it's that mentality. It's build the wall, keep them out. This is ours, not theirs. Us, them. Like, we are what matters, not those people. It's very much Joel Miller. It's very much Seth. It's a sentiment that's echoing a lot through our society right now. And it comes from this need of protecting your own, or thinking that you're protecting your own by doing that. And, was there a potential risk? Sure. Could the guy have turned around, suddenly infected, Joel missed his shot, and then Joel gets bit or Ellie gets torn apart? Yeah, those are within the realms of possibilities. So Joel is like, I'm taking those possibilities off the table. Gone. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Everybody loses someone. No one gets to say goodbye the way they want to. Take him out. That's Joel Miller.
Yeah, it sure is.
I also loved how they characterized his father so quickly in one scene. This fucking guy gets teary-eyed, like, yeah, I hit you. and he's like, he's a cop, and then he hands his underage son a beer, and, you know, like, I hit you, but not as bad as my parents hit me. You know, like, oh, you have it lucky, you have no idea. That sort of thing, like, fuck.
I don't think it was a you have it lucky moment. I think it was.
Yeah, it was do better than, yeah.
I'm trying, you know, like.
Yeah. I've never broken your jaw. It could be that, but I'm trying to do better.
Which is like still not the greatest
No, it's a horrible thing to say.
mindset, but you know,
Absolutely
I get the
horrible.
point.
Mm-hmm. Again, it ties into him saying I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
You know.
So that also kind of explains why Gail was needling her, you know, like she clearly knows that there's something going on.
Interesting that she would then say later that Ellie is just a liar when she was the one that came forward and was honest to her, just like branded as a liar.
Unless this is where it starts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Gail has earned the right to be a little unfair.
Yeah.
You know,
and
she's lost everything, and everybody goes to her for help, and in return they give her drugs and booze, and she's expected to make them all better, and there's no one there to make her better.
And I feel like what she's observed in Ellie isn't necessarily that she lies. I think she masks.
Yeah.
Masking isn't lying. It's not pretending. It's, well, it kind of is pretending, but it's not disingenuous, I guess. Like, even though Ellie, I think, was masking in the last few episodes in Seattle when she is with Dina, her true feelings and her true mindset, I don't think, like, all the conversations and experiences she had with Dina were, like, fake, because she wasn't lying about that.
This episode was called The Price, by the way.
Yeah, he said something like, oh, I'm going to pay the price because you're going to walk away from me.
And that's their big, that's been the big slogan on all the promo material.
Every path has
its price. Yeah.
And episode 3 was the path. So that was the path. This is the price. You're going to have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Like choosing her path, the path to... Because the path, that was the episode where Gail said, oh, they're out there, they're walking side by side, and that's when she left to do her mission. So, yeah, that makes sense. You choose the path and then deal with the price. Wow. That was a great episode. That was definitely one of my top, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we got Legos. 10 out of 10.
Oh, I love the motif of like using her birthday each year to show the passing
cool.
of time, and like do the kind of flashback thing.
We watched her grow up as well, right? Like, and I thought Bella did a really good job maturing Ellie each time jump.
Yeah. I was actually thinking when she and Joel were walking through the woods there on patrol, I was like, man, she looks so grown up compared to first season. They looked so much like just Joel and Ellie in that sequence walking through the woods.
Oh my god, yeah. And the little jokes. And I love that he was walking in front of her as he's like, yeah, you and Jesse, and then you just get her.
Her face was so good. Just like disbelief. Like, bro, are you really that like clueless? Joel's gaydar was broken. You know, he must have known about Frank and Bill, right?
Yeah, they had dinner with him.
But did he know they were a couple?
I assume so. Yes.
Because he never displayed any feelings about that.
Yeah, I think he understands that they are there. I mean, I think Joel was also in that moment. He's still very like a pragmatist. He's like, they have stuff that they can offer me, right? He's not gonna.
It's not his kid.
Yeah, he's not gonna look at Tess and be like, we can't trade with these people for the really important things that they have to trade for us because they're queer.
I don't trade with no queers.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. But like when it comes to his kid, his daughter. He's like, no, you're just experimenting. My kid's not going to be gay. You know, I don't even know if it was necessarily like an aversion to it or if it's just like an expectation of heteronormativity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's like, you were experimenting.
It wasn't that line so much that got me. It was, you don't know what you're saying. And I actually wonder if that was what his response was when he left the room. You know, you're talking about his facial expression there. I wonder if he was...
Well, yeah, because he was like, fuck.
The intolerant.
That's what my dad would have done.
Yeah.
Right? And then we see him...
judged her and...
And then we see him on the porch be like, oh, that's you and Dina? Is she your girlfriend? Like, not with any, like, judgment or...
No.
You know, like...
She'd be lucky to have you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was... I think it was a gut reaction that he went, fuck, that's how my dad, because that's where he grew up, right? Like it's you know, he grew up in the South.
Yeah.
In the
80s.
You know, it looks like possibly a single dad who was a cop. You know, it makes sense that he would have.
Well, they always say
that.
It's like your gut response is conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Or not your gut response. Your first response is conditioning, and then your second response is actually you.
Yeah. Obviously, he loves Ellie unconditionally. Like, that's never been a...
No, and to be clear, I don't think that line was, like, blatant homophobia. It was just, like...
It's hurtful.
Yeah. Very hurtful.
Yeah.
Especially since, at that point, he only knew her for, like, a few years. And she's like, bro, I've been gay my whole life.
Yeah, 3 years and a bit. Yeah.
I was gay long before I met you, buddy. Oh, and she came in and she'd burned herself and he just like held her and gave her a little kiss on the head.
Oh, the fucking head kiss. We don't talk about the head kiss.
Bro, he said, I love you.
Yeah.
I was broken.
Oh my God.
I was broken.
His watery eyes as he just nodded and shook his head in response to her questions, and he was just shaking and like just fully like losing it.
So it's like his everything is just falling apart in front of him. He's
If I tell her the truth, she'll walk away. If I don't tell her the truth, she'll walk away. And he still couldn't say it.
No.
Like he said the like curating a cure would have killed you.
But after she'd already pulled it out of him. I love that they mentioned Marlene.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the game they don't.
Yeah, they mentioned Marlene, and like you pointed out, her quote, her words are still echoing in Ellie's head.
And I loved when she said, "You took that from me. You took that from everyone." Oh my God, I want to watch that episode again immediately. But
yeah, what a brilliant
good.
episode. I mean, I knew this one was gonna hit hard when we were like, okay, this is gonna be the flashback episode. That's just Joel and Ellie once again.
It'll be interesting to see the finale and where they leave it.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking it'll be with Miss Ma'am showing up at the theater, but
I think so too. I think it'll end on you wasted it.
You know what is gonna happen is Jesse.
Yes.
I wonder if it's gonna end with them returning to Jackson, dragging his body.
Oh, you think we'd get the full fisticuffs, the full fight, but then we'd have to have Lev.
What if it's like we let you both live and you wasted it, raise the gun, blackout, and then it's just like they just fade in and it's like two of them on horses like riding back and they have a body and you don't know who it is.
I mean, but Jesse's already dead at that point, right?
Well, unless they do it differently, I don't know. I just feel like leaving it off on a cliffhanger of that magnitude, I don't see them doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
Although they did already renew it for season 3, so maybe they would, but...
For all y'all, it's been a pleasure doing these with y'all. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to do the reaction next Sunday.
Thanks for coming on the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're in the darkness, look for the light. Endure and survive.
Endure and survive.
Endure and survive.
May your survival be long.
Shoot the husband in the head. Don't let him say goodbye to his wife. Endure and survive.
So sad, bro. They were just like these 70-year-old, like... married for 40 years, like
they'd managed to make it so far.
Survived the fucking outbreak together and like
for like 25 fucking years. Yeah, no, fantastic performances all around. Killer episode, great writing, just A+.
Very good episode.
Yeah. Okay.
One left.
Enjoy.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop my recording. Bye.